Feature Friday.
The freshest. All right.
That would have been perfect. Ding!
Ding moment. Okay, now this is what you were talking about. Moroccan singer.
All right.
She's actually half Moroccan, half Canadian.
That's it.
She sings in English, but with Moroccan descent and
lots of Arabic influence here
in her music. Yeah.
And I think she's fairly young, and not like fairly young in the industry, I think, or fairly young in age. That's kind of what the comments say. I'm not too sure which one.
Again, I have never heard of her before. This will be our first time, like the rest of the other artists that we just checked out today.
But a lot of people were very interested in sort of us hearing it. I think it's because this is a stripped version.
So it's like a completely acoustic cover, like a...
Could be, right? I think that's probably what it means.
I think it was just her and the piano.
Oh,
I think
nice.
based on what I read by your comments.
Well, this would be the last video of the day, I think, right?
No, we got another one to go.
Yippee!
But I don't actually know how to say her name. So
Faouzia.
Faouzia. Faouzia. So apologies again in
She's
advance.
half Canadian, so I wonder how they pronounce it in Canada, and then how they pronounce it in Morocco.
Yeah, really cool.
Right.
Anyway, so this is how it all works out, stripped version.
Bloody hell, she's... Oh, it's just
Nice.
herself.
Goodbye always starts with hello. That's why I don't trust anyone that walks through the door. But I'll throw that out the window. I'm just gonna pretend that this gonna end on a
Pause.
good note, but
Isn't it refreshing when you find a... What would you... I mean, I know it's too linear, this whole tenor, soprano... what's the other one? Alto. Would she be an alto?
100%.
But she's like a pinnacle alto. She's like a bang on alto, altissimo alto, you know?
Yeah, I would think
Isn't
so.
it refreshing though? You find these voices, like these female voices, you're like, they make your absolute chest like
Cave in.
Yeah, you're like, oh
It's like,
shit.
woo, they're touching some fibers.
Someone who has that capability also is Adele.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's why she became so sort of a
Well known, yeah.
Because she has that capability of she absolutely empties your...
Is the resonance what makes your chest vibrate from the technicalities of it all?
Your phone ring when you sleep and you leave it here.
No, it's the vibration. So what creates the most vibrations is the lower range sounds, basses, the kick drums, lower phonetics and vocal capabilities. They usually often resonate the most here. What happens with sopranos and higher range frequencies is that they also hit here in the chest because they're so resonant, but they create this elated effect. Like people feel elated when they listen to these things because they naturally elevate your frequency, scientifically speaking. But it that's why when you listen to altos, you find it so like it touches emotionally. It packs a punch because it hits your chest first.
And it's way more grounded. It feels grounded, right? It feels
It's
sort of like...
because of the resonance itself.
So
Yeah.
it feels like full body experience.
That's right. But it starts here instead of working its way up to like your head space. Kind of, and that's why people call it a head voice.
Okay.
Because it feels like it's up here.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
it's not a good no, it's never a good no, but I can
But it is fantastically resonant.
I can see the end, so I pretend it's sweet. I'm sorry, but not right now. It's
Nice.
it all works out for me. La 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 la, don't wanna see. Kind of funny how it all works out.
It's only way
Fantastic
So they-
flexibility in her larynx.
way
Beautiful.
more sort of, what would you call it? Yeah, certainly more, mainstream to some extent sound, right? There are some certain, what would you call it? On natural decisions, I guess, if you were just exposed to mainstream music, right? But it is a more linear sort of a song compared to all the songs we've heard now. So I'm very looking forward to perhaps, letting the song evolve to begin with, and or maybe and seeing perhaps where this sort of because she's certainly unique, right? Not just because the fact that she's more resonant than the typical female voice, but yeah, I just get the feeling something's about to happen in the sense of we're about to get an evolution where you sort of perhaps see those influences come in. Very interesting. I'll be also very interested in seeing maybe like a...
The full band version of this,
Yeah, or some of her other work, right? It's very, very intriguing.
Interesting.
But she's certainly very, very, what would you call it?
Gifted.
Them-
Yes, very gifted.
She produces pieces which have a high potential in the market.
Yeah, I agree. Very much so.
The popular market.
How would I know this time's not different if I don't even try?
Well, they've used that piano before a lot.
Yeah, but she's got beautiful face. That funny how it all works out. Such a difficult flip. It goes from her lower range, not so much of a full fold, not so much of a full body sound, into a completely big explosive belt. Very, very difficult. That it goes from nothing to something really quickly. It's very explosive, a very explosive singer, but she's got beautiful control of those high falsettos too. Really nice choices though, singing wise.
Yeah, she's
Really
it's like seeing it's like seeing a top athlete perform world-class movements which are very efficient.
Yeah, it's
in
like watching
energy.
It's like watching a very well trained contemporary dancer.
Yeah,
You know?
everything's controlled, no wasted movement.
Exactly, and even though things might seem effortless, they're really well thought through.
Yeah, they're
Like,
biomechanically made purposely like that.
that's right. Like there's a whole secret formula to it all, you know. Like, and it sounds like it feels like it, and I think it also I think it's the way it's delivered that gives you that open essence of knowledge and control.
I wonder what the study of the movement of the larynx is called. Or I
The
guess,
science itself.
or this study of
Good point. I don't know if that's like a
the
whole...
name. If you wonder if it has a name.
Yeah. Yes.
Otorrinolaryngologo.
Yeah, the person that sees your larynx. What is it called?
Yeah, but
in
for
English?
example, say you're a tennis player, right, and you want to see movement efficiency.
Yeah.
You would look at biomechanics.
All right. So with a specialist in biomechanics.
Yeah, like how the body moves and what would be the most efficient way,
I don't actually know the name of that.
and the way you would move, which would be less injury prone,
I
and
see.
also to generate the most amount of energy and power in the most efficient way possible.
I will
without
search
risking
that up.
injury.
I actually don't know what it is in
Because
singing.
I guess essentially is what you break down, right? But I wonder what the name of that is.
Vocal coaching.
No, certainly. But
The specialist name.
no, the study of it. What is it?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Could
the
just be called the
larynx.
study of singing, right?
I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, very-
I've never really thought about it that way before. But yeah,
No.
there must be. I think there is, and I just simply don't know. Apologies.
No, so certainly big influences
yeah.
here now. Pull that back again. Some more uniqueness coming.
Oh, wow!
Holy shit! And it's Reason, I think.
This is amazing, my guy.
She is wonderful.
That is fantastic.
That's probably one of my favorite discoveries of the year.
I really like how incredibly talented she is, and I love that really it is a very subtle but very clear influence on the Arabic melismas itself.
Yeah.
Oh, this premiere on January. Cool.
Who is she with?
Ooh, sounds cool. I think she is with
Sony?
Must be SME. Oh yeah,
Oh, Warner.
Sony ATV.
No, Atlantic Records.
Yeah, Atlantic Records. There we
Atlantic
go.
Records.
Atlantic.
Is that what John Legend is with as well?
Well, I think so.
Really?
He must be.
I wouldn't think so.
I think, isn't he with the UMG?
No idea. Well, she seems to be in good hands, and she's fucking. She's so
Atlantic
popular.
Records.
Jesus Christ.
But she has it all to win, though. Like, there's so much power, there's so much essence, there's so much great delivery, and fantastic vocal capability there that is so, like, easy to hold on to. You know, I don't know, and it resonates with you from the beginning. There's that, and I think it comes from that natural alto, power vocal, qualities that she's got. Yeah.
And that's pretty new. Oh no, it's last year.
Last year.
Fairly new. 2020, July. Right, so bang on in the middle of like when the end of the world was happening.
Yeah, basically.